Something.
Tell us. 25 minutes past the hour. You know what that means. A story a day.
Yesterday I gave my story. You dodged.
I didn't dodge.
It was really good.
You know why?
Dodge because Baba was online, and when Baba comes in, everything shuts down. Everything stops. So you owe us a story.
I owe you a story. So yesterday you told us your vacation story, right?
My vacation, Homa Bay things.
Absolutely. Is that a phone?
Take it down, man. The bang you smoking will throw you out of this studio now. All right.
So, holiday. I love Malindi, right? I love going to Malindi. You know why? Because it's nice, it's quiet, it's peaceful, and nobody bothers you, huh?
And did you go to the public or a private beach? Because it looked much private.
It was very private. It was very private.
Bro. when I grow, man, I want to show up in a private beach.
About 7 years ago, this Italian guy called Antonello Di Mauro.
Antonello
Di Mauro.
Italian
guy. By the way, you know what his job is? Listen to this. The EU has a quota on the number of cars that can be sold in Europe. Fiats, Opels, Mercedes, Porsches, all those that can be sold in Europe. And once the manufacturers exceed that quota, there are cars that are left, right? Because the following year, there'll be new cars manufactured.
Yes.
So they take the extra, the spillover of these cars, and they give them to Antonello Di Mauro.
Hey.
And he tells them, strip them and crush them. That's your job. Strip these cars and crush them. And also vehicles that have exceeded 7 years of age in Europe. Strip them
and crush
them.
So,
and they pay him to do that.
Antonio Di Mauro is
Antonello
the official crusher 001.
He's the crusher 00. That's his job. And they pay him to do this.
So does he hoard some?
That's my first question. What does it? He put some in a container and ship them to Africa.
Does he?
Never. Can you imagine the honesty? Can you imagine? I mean, the cars are almost brand new. Some of them haven't literally left the showroom. Strips them and crushes them.
All right.
So anyway, he's got some change left over. He comes to Malindi and he loves the place. He just falls in love. It's actually a place called Mambrui. It's 15 minutes north of Malindi in Angels Bay. Beautiful. He sees this site, about 20-25 acres, and he builds some luxury chalets. Because he wanted to invite his friends. He wanted his friends to experience what he was experiencing in Africa. So once the chalets were built, about a dozen or so of them, he started inviting his friends. The head of Fiat, the head of Ferrari, the head of Porsche, the head of this, all of them coming on holiday and enjoying his Malindi. Can you imagine?
Okay.
Unbelievable. And you there, once you drive in, everything is just, it's like you're in a little private little sanctuary.
So Mabru gave you one chalet.
Correct.
So that you could stay.
Yes.
Family.
And the swimming pool is right there. Outside your door, you just walk over this. The pool is right there. Salt water pool. Jamal is there, just playing his ball and just swimming. Beyond the pool is the beach. So the tide either coming in or tide going out. So the picture you saw, the beast on the beach, we were driving past, the place is called Kola Beach, by the way. Kola Beach Resort. Fantastic place. And by the way, everybody there, from Naomi, the manager, to the security guy, to Safari, who is Antonello's right-hand man, all of them, fluent Italian.
Oh,
fluent.
Curla moklenino.
Dona, buonasera, buonanotte, buongiorno.
Chukla mokeli homelo. Adisilo kono la kudle telo la noble kako ne dede. Niko na kitu ambayo ningependa kudabdu nilo. So everybody Italian.
Everybody. Naomi's Kamba. Safari is Giriama. The security guy is from somewhere else. Everybody fluent Italian. And they're switching from Swahili to Italian. Swahili. I said, Naomi, how did you learn this language? She says, I just learned it on the go. Learned it on the job.
Because you in Malindi,
Everybody.
One thing I know is either you learn Italian or you're jobless.
Yes. So check this out. So one day, the tide is all the way out. And we decide, let's go for a drive on the beach. Yeah, let's just go. Because we heard of a restaurant about maybe 10, 15 minutes on the beach. It'll take you about an hour. If you went on the main road, the main Lamu road, it'll take you about an hour to get there. On the beach is 15 minutes. Get on the beach. Right?
The sand. And the beast was doing the sand well.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Ace.
So this place is called Shishale.
Shishale.
Cheshale.
Shishale. Oh, Shishale.
Shishale.
Oh, it would be a very hard one in Kisumu.
Bichechale.
Sisale.
Sisale. It's literally, it's a Makuti establishment on the beach. I'm telling you, you can blink and miss it because it's nothing to look at.
But when you get there,
my God, you walk in, couches, pillows, everything is set beautifully, properly. And then I see this Muzungu guy, and he's the owner. He's about maybe 38, 39 years old. He was raised there in this place, in Shishale. That's where he grew up. He's Kenyan. So he decided, well, you know, his siblings went to Europe, went to school. He decided, you know what, after I finish my schooling, I'm going to come back and start a restaurant. And he used to go to the local fishermen and buy crabs because this was his specialty, crabs. Right? And, you know, sometimes he would find crabs, sometimes he'd not get crabs, sometimes he'd get big crabs with little meat. And he said to himself, you know what, maybe I can rear my own crabs. What if I rear my own crabs? That way I'll have a consistent product. So he goes to the UN, he puts a proposal together, and together with the NGO, the Food and Agriculture Organization, the FAO in the US, they established this crab farm.
Hey, so there's a crab farm
right there by the Makutis. He's put everything high end, proper. So he raises his crabs. When you order a crab, let's say ginger crab, they take it out of this pond live. They cook it. They bring it to your table and give you the tool. They say, now crush it and eat it. So you crush the claws, and you're eating the crab fresh from the pond.
This is fry?
This is grilled. Ginger crab. I'm telling you, Jalas. So what he's done now, he's gone to the local villagers and says, listen, guys, we can build these ponds in your village. And you
could supply.
I'll give you the crabs, you raise them, and I'll buy it back from you. So he's adding value to these little villages along the coast, right? Here's a crab, here's a little crabbies, eggs or whatever it is, right? You raise these, and I will buy them from you when
they're ready.
Yeah. When they're 8, 7, 6
so you
weeks
are
old.
on crab lobsters.
Oh my God! You start off with crab, like a crab tartare, and then you have crab soup with crab inside, and then you have ginger crab as the main meal, and the thing is big. The claws are huge, and you're crushing them yourself.
Fried and grilled.
Grilled. I'm telling you, Jalas, crab cakes, crab burger. Jamal was having crab burger. All this in a place called Shishale in Kenya. That's why I decided to take those pictures. I said, you know what? There are gems in this country, places you've never heard of, but they're right here and they're within reach. Tembea, Kenya, magical Kenya.
Wow.
Down the road from Kola Beach Resort, Shishale. Check it out. I'm telling you, Shalas, you can go. In fact, now he wants to go big scale. Already the Chinese are calling him and telling him, look, if you can supply us with X amount of crabs every week, we'll ship them out. He already has a ready market. What can you imagine? You know, Chinese will take everything, eh? They'll take everything. But these ponds, this is a game changer. Because once you grow these crabs for 3-4 weeks, you don't have to go into the mangrove swamps to look for crabs. You know, that's what they used to do before. Go into the mangroves. Now you can grow them in your backyard, in a little pond, and supply. That was a highlight. That was an incredible highlight. It was beautiful to be in that part of the town. Huh? By the way, when you leave Malindi as you're going to Mambrui, you cross the Sabaki River. Huge, brown mass of water flowing into the ocean, huh? The Sabaki River. And right there's a police post, checkpoint, because that's a road that leads all the way to Lamu, Garissa, all that. That's the same road. And these young men are always on patrol 24/7. Police, army, AP, all of them on patrol 24/7. Whether you're driving a day, these guys are standing watch, checking cars, checking IDs, checking everyone, making sure that Operation Lindanchi is in effect. They're protecting the nation. It was great to see, man. So we felt safe. That's what I'm trying to say. We felt safe driving a day, at night. I'm telling you, man. Malindi was great. It was great. And of course, there's Osteria. You know the Osteria they have here on the Nana Road? Iyaba. They have the original branch in Malindi.
So you went to Osteria?
Run by Maurizio and Ellie.
Maurizio.
Big Maurizio. And Ellie, his wife. They cook. I mean, they're there cooking in the kitchen. Real Italian style. Oh, man, Jalas. That holiday. It was only 1 week. I could have stayed a month. But Fred Afuna would have been calling and looking for me. Huh?
That's what we call
a story a day. Oh, speaking of a story a day, here comes the cake.
Ooh.
Let's see what's in the cake and we'll get right back to you. Cake number 2, because like a story a day, we call it
a cake
a day.
You're now rocking with the best, man.
It's the Hot Breakfast with Jeff and Jelano.